Hi guys, and happy Saturday. Today is Saturday, February 12th, and we're on day 11 of our mini catalog tour. So this next set on page 57 is not one that I personally bought. This was our feature set when we were headed on stage at home. So it's called In the Moment. It's on page 57 of the mini catalog, and it is a 6-piece cling set. So what we're going to use that stamp set right here. We're going to use the scallop from Color and Contour, and we're going to use some blends possibly. I don't know if I'm going to color this because, you know, it's boring to have you guys watch me color, but we'll see. We'll see how long the video gets to be. Okay, so here's a mock-up of what this is going to look like. And I got this inspiration from one of the actual examples for this set. See how they have like curtains hanging there? And I had seen this technique online, so I thought, well, I'm going to bring that up just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to be using designer paper. This is from the free item you can get during Celebration, which ends in just a few weeks here. So it's called Daffodil Afternoon. So it's 12 by 12s, and they're flowers on one side and then different patterns on the other side, which will work well for this card. So now if it's directional, you want to make sure that your that the 5-inch is the direction that you want to be up. This is really not directional. It really could be anyway, but I'm thinking this is more up and down this way. So I'm going to cut that at my 5-inch mark. Over there. Then I'm going to cut 2 at 4-inch. Okay. Now since we are, so these are in the same direction at this point. Since we are doing 2 sides to meet in the middle, I'm going to flip this over when I cut. Otherwise, I always get the angles wrong, and I'm like, oh my gosh, which way am I going? So this is the same direction. As you can see, this is how we cut it. I'm just going to flip it that way. Now the trick to this is you want to have the points of your shorter side. If this is going to be a landscape card, you want the shorter points at your 1/2-inch mark on both sides. All right, let me make sure that's lined up. And the reason why I do this way is because I always get confused when I try to cut it separately. So if you flip it so that you have it on top like that, it's going to work out good. Again, you're going to use your 4-inch side here. And I hope I'm doing this right. Yes, on the left side of the cutter. And then you're going to cut. So then when you are left, you have, so it's going to meet like this. Okay. See how that goes. So here's a card for later. All right, let me get this. I have so many scraps over here. All right. So then this is designer paper. You can use your Stampin' scoreboard if you want. I like using the paper trimmer. Just don't do it hard. Just saying, don't do it hard. So we're going to do the first score at 1. And then we're going to go to 1.5. Now we're going to go, so that was 1.5 inches. So now we're going to go another inch. So that'd be the 2.5, 1/2 inch to 3. Now to 4 and 4.5. Okay. You're going to do the same with this one. I like having it the same way because we started with the inch there, so I want this to be the inch. So what I'm going to do is, and I don't know if you'll be able to see, I like doing it upside down. And at this point, I take that. Because when I go upside down, I always, 9 times out of 10, will hit it, cut it instead of score it. So see, it's upside down. Sorry if that freaks you guys out. So there's the 1, then 1/2 inch. Now we're going to go another full inch. That's 2.5, 3, 4, and then 4.5. It's a little weird looking at it upside down. Sorry. If you use your Simply Scored tool, it's a lot easier. All right, so then what we're going to do here is you're going to take, because here's where your folds are, and if you score it, if you fold it, it might make it easier. See, that's exactly what we're doing there. We're folding this little strip down, just like that. So then let's do, we're just doing the accordion. Oops, that wasn't a very good fold, was it? We're just doing the accordion. Did I go crooked? I might have gone a little bit crooked there. All right. I might have when it was on the board. All right, so that is going under. Your 4th inch is going under. And I must have been off somewhere, because see how, oh, right there. Right there, I was a little off. And that's going to affect the rest of the card. So I'm just going to kind of juice it a little bit there. It won't be perfect curtains, but when are they ever perfect curtains, right? All right, on this part, I do sometimes like to put a glue dot underneath there. Sometimes I will put, and look, that's really going to bother me because you see how small that is. I really got off on, oh, did I really get off on that one? Ah, there we go. No, still doesn't look good. All right, anyway, I'm not going to obsess. You guys know I like to obsess. I'm not going to obsess. I'm just going to go with it. All right. So you can put glue dots under there. You can put your multi-purpose glue. You can put whatever you want to underneath there. I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is for now. I'm going to come under here. Oh, your tear and tape could work. I have tear and tape right here. And it's not that you have to do it under all of it. You just need enough to kind of keep it down. Should get my your pick tool. I just like doing it, and I don't do it every one, because you do want some little dimension to it. Sorry, but I'll definitely put that little flap down, because that little flap needs to stay down. There. And when we tape it down to the card, adhere it down to the card, then we'll take care of the other. All right, so let's put a little piece there. And then let's just do another piece there. All right, and then I'll go ahead and when we adhere it down on the back side, we'll go ahead and get that so it all stays down. So that's what it kind of looks like right now. Okay, and then we're going to take one of those strips left over. Oh, that's the wrong paper. I have lots of paper laying around here. Let's go ahead, because I didn't, originally I cut them as 10 down to 5, but we'll just do it this way. So I'm going to cut just a inch across here. Oh, let me put my blade back in. All right, so there's an inch. going to run it through here. And I'm going to do it just in the middle like that because I don't know how I'm going to center this if I want my scallops to be one way or another. So let's just go ahead and run that through. And there you have. And see, it even gives you that little stitchery. So isn't that so much fun? All right, let me put that over here so I don't lose it. Then, let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I have my focal point now. So I have my pieces of my curtain, and I have my scallop. Let's go ahead and figure out, I think I have both basic white and the shimmery white, and these are like almost, this one's 3.5 by 3. This one is a little, it's a 8 under 3.5, so that'd be what, 3 3/8 by 2 7/8. So whichever you want to do. And I'm going to take my memento. I'm going to ink her up. And I'm going to do both. I'm going to do both just so, sorry, I was scratching myself. Just so I can see which way I like it coloring better. All right, so there you are. Let me go grab a couple blends. Let's see. I'll do light papaya, light polished pink, light soft succulent, light fresh freesia, and then the light, which one's this? Cinnamon cider. So the cinnamon cider I'm going to use as my wood. As you can see, I'm not a very good color person. That's why I like doing background techniques. So I don't have to do a lot of coloring. I can rely more on the background than I can the actually coloring something in. But coloring is very soothing. I should learn how to relax and color a little bit more, but I don't. All right. Like I said, I'm just doing this because I want to see which one I like better. Oh, and I probably should get, maybe I should get the dark cinnamon cider for her hair. Haven't decided yet. All right, the pale papaya I'm using for her cup. I'm not going to do her skin. Now, there is the promotion, the Altogether promotion that's going on right now, that you could do her skin tone really well with that if you wanted to. I'm not going to do that right now because I'm just going to do just a little bit of the coloring. So here we have her pink shirt. Oh, I do need to go and get, let's see. All right, we're going to use this for her little barrette. All right, and this is for the pillows. Oh, I need to go get her jeans. I need to go get her jean color. I'm thinking Misty Moonlight's going to be too dark because this is mostly a light pastel-y kind of color technique here. All right, let me see. Let me see which blue I want to use. I hope we still carry the Night of Navy. I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of our colors, even if they're in the basic color scheme, some of them aren't available in the blends anymore. Oh, this is too dark too. I probably should have gone with the Misty Moonlight. And I hope I'm not getting my head in the picture. Okay, I did bring this over. Let's see, I think I'm going to do her belt in that pale papaya. That might be where that bronze comes in really cool. And then let's see how this looks for her hair. This may be really dark. All right, and if you wanted to, let me see. If you wanted to put some highlights in her hair, bring through your color lifter. It's going to take a while for that to work, but then once it dries, you're going to see it's getting a little bit lighter. Okay, so much for coloring. Now we've got to decide which. I think I'm going to use that one. I think I'll use the shimmer white. Let me get my cardstock. Ooh, time to reorder. I have one full package still. Don't worry. But when I get down to the last few of my next list pack, that's when I know to reorder. So Soft Succulent will be on the books. So let's go. 5.5. Score at 4 1/4. Let's put this together. All right. So we're going to have that there. We're going to have this coming down. Oh, goodness. We're going to have this coming down. I'm going to frame it just so that's inside. If you made it a little bit longer, I think the 3-inch goes from seam to seam. All right, so we'll use this one. So here we go. Here's the curtain. This goes right to the seam. Here's the curtains. Yeah, that goes right to the seam when you do it at the bigger measure. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to, since I have this out, I'm just going to use it again. I like putting a strip across the top and a strip down. All right, turn it upside down. You can use your Stamp and Seal if you want. I don't think the multi-purpose glue works really great at this juncture, but you can do what you want. Oh my gosh, I always lose that end. All right. Okay, so I have that somewhat glued down. Because I'm going to measure it out here on the one side before I peel it off, because I need to know where this goes. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do, because this is going to hide. Sorry, I have lid in my mouth. Since this is going to hide, and I know they won't see that, I'm going to do a marking there. So I know where to put this down. And yeah, it'll go through your card a little bit. If you have just a pencil works too. But I just need something to kind of guide me where that side's going to be and where this side's going to be. So this time I actually will grab a pen. Again, that's going to be covered up by the curtain, so you're not even going to see it. You know, that's probably enough. I will put one more in the middle just because I already ripped it off. Oh my gosh. Let me get my take your pick tool. So much easier. Burnish it and then pick it up. That's what happens when you don't have nails. All right. Have to pick up all those scraps so my dog doesn't eat them. All right, so now let's look here. Lay that down. Burnish those ends. All right. Right up in the corner, right against that edge. You gotta be careful because once it's down and you press, it's down. All right, so there's those two. I am going to put a piece behind them there because that's bothering me now. Okay, so now I'm going to bring out, how do I want this to go? I think just like that. Grab out my snips. Let me see. There we go. All right. A little crooked. A little crooked never hurt anyone. Unless you steal something. Then it's very bad. Now on this one, since see how it's kind of coming up and I want a little dimension, I'm going to go ahead and pop that up with the edges. This is where the edges of your dimensionals work fabulously. And I'm not going to put anything right in the center there because I kind of want that to be free form. And if you want to, if that bothers you, you could put a little piece underneath there so it looks like you don't see that green. I'll do that because it will bother me. Things like that. You know what? And I'm not an anal retentive person. I'm not OCD, any of those adjectives people use, because in my real life, my house and my craft room are kind of a mess. Well, the house isn't that much of a mess, but my craft room really is. So, let me put that right there, just so you don't see that little green in between there. Okay, and then you can use whatever little saying you want. Most of these sayings are bigger, but that you're in my thoughts. Well, I haven't even trimmed it down yet. Let's see if I can get it out. So you know what? I'm going to get an edge. I know I'm going to get an edge, but I'm going to try it. And if it ruins it, I'll have to make another one. I'll have to make another one to display. Make sure it's the right way up. You either do it here, or you can do it here and put jewels. And there you are. Little curtain. If you wanted to put some like little thoughts here. Not thoughts. I'm sorry. Accessories here. If you wanted to do a couple little flower punch outs. Maybe even, I don't know, Can't think. Whatever you want to do. Maybe even round it out with some brown trim so it looks like it's a picture frame. Anyway, there you are, taking what was a pretty simplistic look, even though I love that. That's very pretty. And just giving it a little more dimension, a little more 3D effect, and using that set from the mini catalog in the moment. Sorry it was so long, guys. Thanks for sticking with me during it and for putting up with all my little weird nuances that I do along the way. Hope you have a great Saturday, and I'll be back here tomorrow for day 12 of the mini catalog tour. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.